Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another edition of the Gauntlet Challenge. The only place where a superstar enters at #1 as champion and has to face the gauntlet if he hopes to retain. Otherwise, whoever comes out on top wins that title, and then will advance to the next one as champion. Same thing, starts at #1, makes it through. This is the place where you come if you want to be known as one of the greatest of all time, because you run that gauntlet, you prove yourself, you come out on top, you retain that title. That is a great way to show you can overcome the odds, you can overcome the adversity. And man, let me tell you something, folks. If there's somebody, anybody who can come out on top tonight as champion, #1, make it to the end, it is your head of the table, your tribal chief. It is Roman Reigns. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Roman Reigns is going one-on-one with a Wild Samoan in Afa. Roman Reigns better have his head on his shoulders right here, right now. Better not be intimidated, because he damn well knows if he loses against Afa, he's most likely going to lose his tribal chief status. Roman going against his uncle tonight, that cannot be understated for 1 second. It was the Wild Samoans who actually placed the Ulafala on Roman Reigns' shoulders over his head, granted him tribal chief status. But you have to imagine, if they were willing to put it on him, they're more than willing to take it off of him, especially if he loses and the Roman Reigns collides with the referee in the wrong spot. Locking up once again. Roman Reigns gonna wrench on that wrist now of the Wild Samoan Afa. Gonna try and one-up him, has to one-up him. Make sure he comes out on top. Now, there's a reason why he's a Wild Samoan. Because, I mean, he can just hit those moves with devastating effect. But Roman Reigns, just like that, that is why he's the tribal chief. Easily can just come out on top. Just easily revert back to where he was. Make sure he takes full control. And never count Roman Reigns out. Even against the Wild Samoan, it's just going to be a hard-ass fight. That's all. And hanging Afa over the rope, showing absolutely no mercy. That is important in a match like this. You cannot show your opponent any mercy. Doesn't matter who the damn hell he is. What a shot. A chop from Afa. Afa looks to be fired up right now. In with a was backhand, back elbow. I have no idea. That got the tribal chief down, but only for a 1 count. We are at NXT Deadline tonight. The deadline is certainly in this matchup. The thing is, with a match like this, you don't want to go too long, because you have 3 other competitors left after this match. That biting the forehead of Roman Reigns. Damn, I mean, it doesn't matter who the damn well you are. You get bitten, everything gets taken out of you. Now grabbing the back of the head of Roman Reigns, taking him to the turnbuckle, into the corner, taking him to the top rope. What is on the mind of this Wild Samoan? Surely nothing good. Looked like he was going for either a Samoan drop or an exploder of sorts. But Roman Reigns just shoving him down. Realized the danger he was in. But just like that, Afa fighting back, grabbing a handful of hair, clobbering the chest. Taking all the air out of Roman Reigns, but still just a 1 count. And Roman Reigns back to his feet. I don't know what Afa was going for there. Didn't work out though. Roman Reigns maybe going to set something big up. Nope, locked up. Off the ropes. And tilt-a-world side slam. My goodness. Roman Reigns in a bit of control over Afa. Exactly what he needs. Now wrenching the head of Afa. Trying to wear him down as much as possible. And no, now he's removing that turnbuckle. Why? What is on his mind? Oh, just going to distract the ref perhaps. Looking for something dangerous. Look, this isn't illegal. But still, distraction from the ref. And hit that back suplex onto the apron and into the Superman punch, taking everything out of Afa. Now Roman Reigns needs to get Afa back into the ring, but gonna wear him down even more than he already did. Just throwing him around the ring on the outside, trying to take him down as much as humanly possible. And Afa looks to be in deep, deep trouble at this stage in the match. Roman Reigns back in the ring, getting a little bit of a breather, but you got to be careful with that. Don't want to give too much space to the Wild Samoan. As soon as you give space, that's when you could be in trouble. But so far, Reigns has been in full freaking control. They're going to clobber him some more on the outside. Remember, no countouts. There is disqualification, just no DQ. Sorry, just no countouts. Now Reigns and Afa back in that ring. What is Reigns going to do next? Going to that corner. Setting it up. Ooh, they're very close though, and Afa managed to get out of the way, evade that spear. You've got to imagine, if Roman Reigns had hit that, it would have been all over. And then pop up Samoan drop from Afa. Is that it for the Tribal Chief? No! Known for those deep kickouts, but a super kick from Afa to Roman Reigns. Has that knocked his ass out? No, not yet. Another big kick out from the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns digging down deep. What's going to happen next? And I don't know what. I think maybe I was going for another Samoan drop. Didn't work out. Spear from Roman Reigns to Afa. Out of nowhere. Cutting their man in half. And that is it for Afa. Holy damn. What a hell of a fight that was between Afa and Roman Reigns. Such a treat to see. A dream match. But we now move on to the third entrant in this matchup. It is Bull Nakano. A wrestling legend in the female division. Certainly made waves at that time, in that era. And certainly going to take the fight to Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns not having any of it. As if she is nothing. Just tossing her around. Deadlift powerbomb to Nakano. And Roman Reigns calling her to her feet. What is on his mind? What is he going to do? Off the ropes. She goes into the Superman punch. My goodness. A hard-ass Superman punch. And is that it for Bull? No, it's not yet. Roman Reigns clearly frustrated, but he cannot let it get the better of him. Going to the corner, going to set up a spear. Auga! In with the spear, cutting her in half. Big question is that it for Bull Nakano? Was she going to get a big kick out? No! I thought she wasn't kicking out. I legitimately thought that was it. 2 3/4. As close as it ever got. Roman Reigns spearing her off the apron. Look, Bull Nakano has had no momentum in this match so far. But the fact that she kicked out of a devastating, brutal-ass spear really says exactly who Bull is. My goodness. Roman Reigns has to be frustrated after that. No doubt in my mind about that. And a deep elbow drop to Bull. Now throwing her back in the ring. What is next for Roman Reigns? What does he have to do to get her down and out for the 3 count? As I said, it must be incredibly frustrating for him. that she kicked out of his best moves. First was the Superman punch, and then it was the spear. But still no momentum managed to get, and the claw hold, the shoulder hold, locked in tight on Bull Nakano. And then sweeping the leg though, this could be her chance, this could be her time. This may be what she needs to get rid of the tribal chief, and striking him off the strike with the big boots. Going to the top rope. What is she gonna hit? What is she gonna hit? A big leg drop to Roman Reigns. Has that taken everything out of our tribal chief? No! Roman Reigns saying, you kick out of my big move, I kick out of yours. That's not going to get the job done, not yet. And our Bull chopped to the head of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns did try to get a bit of a reprieve on that outside, didn't work out. But maybe it was enough. Reversal of the Irish whip. Back in the ring. Bull Nakano to her feet. Strike to the face, though, of Roman Reigns into the German suplex. Landed on his head and neck. Now shot again. Grabbing a handful of hair. What is she thinking of now? Whoa, clobbered to the back. I pointed to the crowd saying, hey, you brought me back. That is why I'm here. For you. And to prove I am the damn best. And then a leg drop out of nowhere to Roman Reigns, nearly decapitating the man. And that is it. Look, the tribal chief went through a battle against his uncle in Afa, so no shame in losing to Bull Nakano. But now Bull Nakano has no time to rest after taking a brutal physical fight from Roman Reigns. As now she goes one-on-one, head-to-head, with one half of Pretty Deadly. It is Kit Wilson. Now Bull Nakano just straight away with that brutal drop to Kit Wilson. Is that going to get the job done? Straight off the bat, no. Kit Wilson with a little bit of life still left in him. Not allowing that to get the victory. Body slam to Wilson. Bull Nakano cannot get frustrated right now. She can get angry. Nothing wrong with getting angry, but don't let it get the better of you. It's the name of the game, folks. You know, you have all the heart. You want to win. So you're going to get these deep kickouts. You're going to get these big ones. But you cannot let it frustrate you. Off the ropes goes Nakano now. Oh, missed there. I don't know what Kit Wilson was thinking of there. Maybe something pretty deadly. Ha ha ha. But he reverted his change. And in with a cover to Bull Nakano after that. Big suplex, but only 1.5. Kit Wilson going to the corner. Ooh, those fingers, those magic fingers of Kit Wilson. And a running knee strike to the face of Bull Nakano. Going to the top rope as Wilson. Bull to her feet. No, in with an elbow drop though. Straight to the head. That was more devastating than what a regular elbow drop would have been. But a deep kick out from Nakano again. Not going to go down just like that. Hey, if you beat Bull, you will have earned it. Magic fingers again. Calling Bull to her feet. And now Irish whip off the ropes. In with a big elbow. Straight to the face. And that elbow has really taken quite a beating tonight. And another big kick out. And now Kit Wilson to the middle rope. In with a fist drop. Straight into the cover. That may have discombobulated Bull Nakano completely, but another kick out. And again, now Kit Wilson getting a bit frustrated. You cannot let that happen. In with another cover. Thinks that will get the job done. Not a chance, my man. And off raking the face of Bull. Getting her to her feet. With a lock up. Off the ropes. Got it. Oh my goodness, what a clobbering clothesline. Nearly decapitated Nakano. And still another kick out. What must Kid Wilson do to get the job done? Now, maybe this is going to be it. No, I don't know what he had lined up. Probably a final blow. Bull Nakano saying no. Now, shot to the face. Kid Wilson taking him down a bit. Clobbering the back. And what is she doing? What is she doing? What does she even have any idea what she's doing? I don't know. But picking him up. Shot to the face. And in. Oh my god! What? I thought that was a reversal. That was some sort of drop. I don't know what the damn hell that even was. Shot to the spine of Nakano. And dragging him to the corner. Oh, what a throat thrust. Nakano was not happy with that. In with the headbutt. May have knocked him out completely. Going to the top rope. Saw this against Roman Reigns. Diving leg drop from Nakano. Oh, but his foot was under the rope. Too close to the ropes. That was not good. And now going to the top rope again. She going to hit it again? Nope. Turning around in with the moonsault. But still not done. Still not finished. Middle rope. Leg drop to Kit Wilson. I mean, he's taken an absolute beating with those finishes. That is it. Not surprised. After what he went through, pretty deadly if I ever saw it. And now Nakano turns her attention to the final entrant in this gauntlet match. It is none other than New Day's own Kofi Kingston. Racing to the ring. Realizes the fight he's got ahead of him. But as fresh as hell. Nakano's been through 2 opponents already. This is her final one. If she can come out on top, she can get the victory. She will become the Gauntlet champion. But Kofi Kingston, no stranger to winning this very title. Going the distance to come out on top. And you can be damn sure he is wanting to come out on top once again. Be Gauntlet champion once again. Kofi Kingston goes in the cover after that crossbody to Nakano, but a kick out. Kofi calling defeat. Is he setting up trouble in paradise already? Is he? Nope. Decided against it. Realized he had to do something else instead. And Nakano now fighting back against Kofi Kingston. Hey, you cannot sleep on Kofi Kingston for one bit. No way in damn hell can you do that. Now Nakano, what is she? A bonsai drop. Looked like she landed on his face. And Kofi Kingston could be all out of it right now. But no, he's fighting back. Somehow, some way, off that devastating drop. Now thrown to the outside is Nakano. Going to the top rope is Kofi. Calling her to her feet. What is he going to hit? Yeah, in with the cross body. Beautifully hit. And devastatingly well. Now taking it back into the ring. Kofi on the apron. What is he going to do? In with the chop. Springboard chop to the head of Bull Nakano and SOS. Is that going to get the job done against Nakano? Yes, it does. The New Day, yes, it is. Although that's not his theme song in this variation of Kofi Kingston. This the one who's like, I do this for me. I do this for the New Day, not for the fans. But what a damn hell of a match that was. First up, Roman Reigns against Afa. Brutality at its best. Then went against Nakano. Could not get the job done against Nakano. Nakano beat Roman Reigns. Then Nakano went against Kit Wilson. A bit of a nice match, if I ever saw one. But Kit Wilson could not get the job done. Got a few devastating blows hit against him. But I mean, he got a few good shots in as well at the same time against Nakano. But Nakano just too damn good against Wilson. Tried time and time again at NXT Deadline. This was the Deadline to be known as the greatest of all time. Or one of, at the very least, one of the best. Because the greatest of all time, that's another story. That's a different series. Not in this one, but you can be known as one of the best by just coming out on top. But to be known as even better than the best of the best, start at number 1 as champion, make it to the bitter end. And again, I mean, Bull Nakano gave a lot of beating to Kit Wilson, then came out on top. And then this was the final blow for Kofi Kingston. The SOS to Bull Nakano after the fight that she went through. Not surprised she couldn't kick out. And your champion once again is Kofi Kingston. And you can be damn sure that with this being a second run for Kofi Kingston, he's going to do whatever it takes. Going to go next level to make sure he holds on to that title. Whatever it takes, no matter what. For the New Day, for Kofi Kingston, he is the champion. But folks, that's all we have for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to smash the like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, turn the notification bell so you not miss a single episode or other videos to come. Keep tight, keep well, keep fighting the big fight, and I'll see you next time.